Hello there everyone, and welcome to my last ever university weekly vlog. I can't quite believe that those words are leaving my mouth. It actually sounds so crazy, so mad. I feel like this should be happening a lot later than now, but in reality this is my final week of my master's course, and unless I decide to pursue education in the future, like the clinical doctorate that I had initially set my eyes on, this is going to be the last uni vlog that I ever film, and I don't really know what I expect from this. It's not going to be massively exciting. It is going to be very focused around university work, obviously, but I just thought there's no way that I cannot film this last week at uni. It's just, I'm gonna have to do it. I've had this YouTube channel for a year now. I've been quite consistent with my uploads of vlogs, and it would be a shame not to film my last ever week at uni. So today it's Monday the 16th of August, and my final deadline is due on Monday the 23rd, so that is a week from today. However, I do actually plan on finishing a few days earlier because I'm quite busy. I've got quite a lot of plans going on, so I do actually need to finish by Saturday, which is very scary because it's currently 6 o'clock and I've done nothing all day apart from procrastinate by talking to people, and that is scary. So I'm going to talk you through where I'm at with my dissertation and what my plans are for the week. I'm currently halfway through the piece of work, which is quite good. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. I've done my introduction and I've done my method section, and I'm really happy with both of those, and I'm happy to submit them the way that they are, as long as my word count doesn't go over and I need to get rid of things. I'm really happy with them and think that I've produced a good piece of work. Don't want to, you know, toot my own horn or jinx anything, but I'm quite happy with it, so that's really good news. I now have my results section to do, my discussion section to do, and a critical reflection at the end. And I also need to do my actual analysis. So if you're a psychology student or you do similar course to me, you might know, but I have to do my own independent research project, and for me this year that has required doing 10 interviews on fictitious disorder with people who have signed up to do my study, and I'm looking at the perceptions of fictitious disorder from a viewpoint of student healthcare professionals, and those 10 interviews then have to be transcribed, which is when I write out word for word exactly what was said during the interview, and then it needs to be analysed. The analysis that I've chosen to do is thematic analysis, just because it's typically the most easiest, and it's definitely the most easiest for me. I don't want to be giving myself a challenge when I don't really need one, and so my plan for this week was to finalise my analysis today, which, I mean, it's 6 o'clock, I don't really know if that's going to happen, and then write up the analysis Tuesday, which is tomorrow, and Wednesday. And then Thursday and Friday we're going to be focused on the discussion section, which is where I discuss my results, and then Saturday was going to be just finalising each of the sections, making sure I'm happy with them, doing the formatting and submitting it. And that is still going to be my plan, even though I've procrastinated all day and have got absolutely jack done. I'm still going to work on that plan because I need to. I can afford to push it till Sunday, but I do have plans on Sunday, so I'm not going to be free all day to do my dissertation. So that is the overall plan, and I'm manifesting now that we are going to stick to it. So given all of that, my plans for this evening are going to drastically change, and I'm not going to be relaxing anymore and having a nice bath. Right now I'm gonna head into the spare room, set my laptop up, and I'm gonna finish coding my last few transcripts. I've got 3 more to do. Then I'm going to go through and see if I can identify any themes, and maybe I will be able to finalise my analysis tonight, or at least pick out the main themes that I'm going to be looking at, ready for tomorrow, just to finish that off and start writing that up. That is the plan for today. I'm actually not going to catch up with you this evening because I do just want to get cracking with it, but I thought I would introduce this vlog here, give you a bit of a chitty chatty update on where we're at with the dissertation, what you can expect for this week. So if this is not the video for you, if you don't want to be watching me working constantly, then probably click off. But yeah, this is my last ever uni vlog, so it would mean a lot if you guys could watch it and leave a little comment down below, because I'm feeling all kinds of ways about finishing university. But without any further ado, I'm just going to go and crack on with my analysis because it really needs to get done, and I will catch up with you tomorrow to let you all know how it goes. The next day I was actually able to finish my analysis, however I didn't get any video footage of this because I just wanted to get it done, so I decided to crack on. We then wrapped up my sister's birthday present, so this was her actual birthday, got ourselves ready and headed out for a lovely meal. Happy birthday The next day I started off the morning by editing and uploading my YouTube video for that week. This one was a university survival guide, so if you're going to university in September or you're a returning student, then make sure you go back onto my previous videos and check that out, as it's got some really useful tips and tricks for you all in there. I then went downstairs for a quick lunch break, however realised the kitchen was actually quite dirty, so I decided to unload and reload the washing machine with all of last night's dishes and things, just to have a clean space, clean mind and that sort of vibe. I then cracked on and made my pot noodle because I am the queen of health during deadline season, and I ate this whilst watching some Beauty Spectrum on my lunch. And then after lunch I finally started doing some work, makes a change. And I started off by writing my results section. I was doing a thematic analysis, so I was doing the setup, the quote and the comment for each thing that I'd picked out based on my themes. Obviously can't say too much because I don't want to get plagiarised by anybody, but you get the general gist. We then had pie for dinner. This is becoming one of my favourite meals and I honestly can't wait to have it again, and I've only just had it.
Hello there everyone, it's now Thursday afternoon, it's just coming up to 2:30 and I'm very aware that all I've really filmed so far for this video is just like little clips to voice over, so as far as vlogs go it's probably quite boring, so I do have to apologise for that, as well as the 2-day-old curls and the dirty pyjama top. We are really in like the reality part of completing the dissertation in the last week that it's sort of due, but I thought I'd do a little chatty update just to sort of catch you up on where I'm at. So yesterday I very excitingly finished my results section and I'm very happy with that section in terms of things like word count and like overall quality. Like I'm happy to submit it as it is. I have since figured out, I think since speaking to you the first time, that our reference list is actually included in the overall word count for this assignment, which is a shock. I'm not gonna lie, I've never ever had that before, but my reference list is 2094 words, so I'm really having to think carefully about the amount of detail I'm putting into this now. Worst comes to worst, I will get rid of a few citations from my introduction to, you know, decrease the length of that reference list, but so far it's going quite well. So my plan is to make the discussion around about 2,000 words. That's what I'm going to start working on today. I have left it a bit late. I've had a very lazy morning, not going to lie. But in the discussion I'm going to be discussing my themes, the implications of my findings, the limitations of my study and my recommendations for future research. It's kind of one of the easier sections I think, but still one that requires a lot of like detail and explanation. So I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to try and complete at least the limitations section first because I'm starting off easy and working my way up. Plan is to have this all finished by tomorrow, so that on Saturday I can kind of do final touches by my reflective piece and my abstract, but we'll see how it goes. I have got, you know, a little bit of time to work with. If I have to submit these things on Sunday, then that is absolutely okay. And yeah, I don't think there's really any more updates. I'm probably not going to speak to you again today just because filming the little clips, even though it is probably quite boring for you guys to watch, it does take me, you know, a fair bit of time to set all of that up and whatnot, and I think I'd rather just get cracking because I have left it till 2:30 today to start working. So I'm gonna get cracking. I'll let you guys know tomorrow how I get on with that, and yeah, fingers crossed for me that I can have a productive afternoon / evening. Hello everyone, happy Friday. How are we all? I hope I'm speaking loud enough over the music and also not looking too awkward because I'm feeling quite self-conscious. Sitting here and fucking in Starbucks, as I am definitely not the only one here, but I decided to come to Starbucks, as you can see, just to have a bit of a change of environment. I've literally been working in bed all week, didn't fancy moving into the spare room or downstairs, and thought I would treat myself to a nice little lunch because I've done some quite good work this morning. So we have got a ham and cheese toasty. It looks alright, a bit mediocre, but we'll give it a go, see what we think. But then I also picked up
a caramel brownie frappuccino. If you know me, you know that I do not drink coffee of any sort, and so I've been trying to find drinks at Starbucks that I like, and I was very tempted to order the strawberry acai because I really like that, and also the cool lime refresher, but I thought I would try something new. So let's give this a little taste test. Oh, that is really nice, I'm not gonna lie. Usually I find that the frappuccinos are a bit much for me, like Charlie likes the strawberries and cream one, but it's just a bit too sickly. But that is actually really nice. Tastes just like Oreo but a bit more mild. Yeah, I actually really like that. So I'm going to sit here, I'm going to eat my food, and then I'm going to crack up my laptop. I brought that with me, and we're going to carry on doing some work. I managed to finish the first section of my discussion this morning, which is when I discussed all of the main themes, which I'm really happy about. I think I got it to about 850 words, and that is definitely the section that I find the hardest. The last 3 sections are practical implications of my findings, limitations of my study, and recommendations for future research, and I kind of know exactly what I'm saying for all of those. So I'm hoping to get this discussion finished today and then move on to the critical reflection and abstract tomorrow, but we'll see. For now I'm just going to eat my toastie before it goes cold, and I'll catch up with you all later. I left Starbucks quite a bit earlier than anticipated because the aircon was making it freezing, which was a bit sad, but it was nice to have a lunchtime outing. Instead, I just came home and carried on cracking on with those 2 sections that I was just speaking to you about, and it wasn't all that bad. Hi guys, it's considerably later now. I have just finished having a crying session, so we're keeping this real. This is the reality of finishing your dissertation. I just finished a crying session because grades have been released for the deferred research methods assignment, and I was in 2 minds whether to check it or not because I have been smashing out the work today and I want to continue doing so, but I knew that if I didn't check it, it would like constantly be on my mind. So I checked it, and I'm not going to discuss the grade with you because I'm filming that for part of a separate video. But yeah, I don't really know what the point of this clip is, but I just wanted to say that I've been crying. Thought I would share that with you guys as the reality of, you know, finishing off your dissertation. I suppose whilst I'm here I can give you guys a little update because, oh god, I'm literally feeling so proud of the work that I've done today, and apologies if I'm a bit jumpy right now because I am like coming down from the crying session. However, I may or may not have finished my discussion about 20 minutes ago. I've given it a read through. I'm really happy with it, and I've done an overall word count sort of tally, and I'm currently on 8,883 words, which obviously, considering my maximum word count is 10,000, that is on the lower end. However, I'm not entirely sure whether my reflective piece, which I think has to be 500 words, counts as part of the word count, and if the abstract does as well. It's currently 18:24, so 20 past 6, and I'm not gonna lie, that grade has kind of given me like the motivation that I need to power on through. So I think I'm going to start cracking on with my reflective piece once I've seen like word count and advice for that. And yeah, we might even be looking at finishing off this dissertation today. If I do, and if that does happen, I'm not going to submit it tonight because I always like to try and leave it till the next day so I can have a read through on a fresh mind and read through the whole thing just to make sure I'm happy with the wording of each sentence, that there's no spelling mistakes, etc, and do the formatting before I submit. I always think that's just a really good, you know, way of making sure that everything is tip top. So I think the plan is to try and finish this off tonight and then do all of that I just spoke about tomorrow, which means I'm finishing a day earlier than planned. Woo! But as I said, I don't want to jinx it, I don't want to speak too soon. I'm just going to carry on cracking on. As I said, it's 20 past 6, so I've got 2 hours and a half before Charlie gets home. So I'm going to carry on working up until that point, and then whatever is done is done. Whatever isn't done is a job for tomorrow. So yeah, I will finish off for this evening and probably catch up with you tomorrow and let you know how everything is getting on. But yeah, just almost done, almost done.
5 minutes later.
Babe! Welcome home. I'm so proud of you. Get that all. Hello. Slightly different setup. I am currently in Edinburgh and I'm looking so bedraggled because I've done a 5-hour journey here this morning and just got back from hiking Arthur's Seat. So this hot sweaty mess with horrible looking hair that's all messy and clearly needing a shower we're going to ignore. But I obviously didn't end the vlog, which is quite nice actually, because it wouldn't really be a proper uni vlog if I didn't forget to do the outro. But long story short, I was an absolute superwoman. I managed to power on through that day and completely finish everything for my dissertation. So I rang Charlie and told her while she was at work, and then when she came home, that's why she was so excited and just jumped into my arms. It was really nice. We had just quite a nice quiet evening together, just in shock to be honest that it was done. And then the next day we both sat down and we read through the entire dissertation, which took time, not gonna lie, and made sure that everything was in tip-top condition, formatted it in the correct way that they want me to do it this year, and then submitted it, which was a bit weird to be honest, very anticlimactic. I just kind of sat there, pressed the submit button, and I expected to have like party poppers blowing up in my mind, but I was just like, oh, okay, so that's all done now. And I don't know, it was a weird feeling. Unless you've submitted your dissertation during the pandemic, I've unfortunately had to do it twice. I don't think you'll really understand, but it was very anticlimactic and just didn't really feel, I don't know, didn't really feel like a celebration you would want it to, which is quite sad. I also think a part of that is probably because I haven't had my grade yet, so until I get my grade in like 3 or 4 weeks time, I'll probably still have a little bit of tension within me. But as said, I am in a slightly different setting. I'm currently on a solo holiday in Edinburgh for the week because I finished my uni degree and jetted straight here, one might say. So keep your eyes peeled for the next vlog that goes up, because I am so excited to start getting back to a little bit of travel content over the next month or so. But other than that, I suppose I should just thank the people that are watching this. If you've watched my vlogs consistently, I know not many people do, but if you have, then thank you very much for joining on my university journey. We all know this master's has been a rocky ride, to say the least. It has really turned my world upside down, but I'm just so glad it's over and so proud of myself for getting through it, because all those times I thought it was the end and I thought I was going to have to quit or I wasn't going to make it, I've made it. Although I'm not going to hold my breath too much because, like I say, I haven't got my grades back yet, so there is a chance that I might fail, but you guys will obviously be the first to know if I do. So thank you all for joining me on my journey, fingers crossed if I pass. And other than that, I look forward to seeing you all very soon in the next video. Goodbye.